When surf fishing, knowing how to time your casts in relation to the waves can have a significant impact on your hookup ratio. Hello again, this is Rich Troxler, aka Rich Trox, and welcome to my channel, The View from the Beach. In this video, I want to talk about something I see on the beach all the time, and that is people rearing back and firing off their plugs into the ocean without any notion of where the plugs will land. Now, if the ocean is relatively flat, then this doesn't really matter much. But if you are fishing a pre-storm bite or strong onshore blow, where the ocean is kicked up to the point that the bait fish are having problems negotiating the hydraulics and the striped bass have moved in for dinner, then knowing where your plug is going to land does matter. I'm not going to get over analytical about the type of structure you might be fishing, other than to say it could be something like a submerged point, where the bait is pinned up against a side. What I will say is that the bass will tend to pick a lane between waves to strike from. It could be right behind the second wave or the third wave, whatever, but once you find them, they tend to stay patrolling that lane. So you've heard me mention the term hydraulics. It's hydraulics, aka the force of water, that causes problems for the bait fish, and can also waste your cast if you don't watch where you're casting. When a wave starts to break, the energy in the wave causes an uprush of water up the face of the wave, up into the crest, and ultimately over into the break. If you've ever watched big wave surfers on TV wipe out in the pipe, it's exactly what happens to them. On the backside of the breaking wave, there is a downsliding of water, what I call the backsuck. This is the patrolling lane of the striped bass. If you cast your plug just in front of, or worse yet, into the face of a wave, as I often see people do, then the upward hydraulic of the wave is going to pick up your plug and it's going to roll with the cresting of the wave, and you'll just be left frantically reeling trying to keep up with it. Basically a wasted cast and a missed opportunity to hook up. So it stands to reason that you want your plug to land in that Goldilocks zone on the backside of the wave that seems to be holding the most fish. When it lands just right, the backsuck of the downward hydraulic will help the plug dig in and get it down right away. Many times you won't even have to reel very much, as the force of the backsuck will do all the work for you. And if the wave you landed on has a lane loaded with bass, you won't really have to wait long anyway. There isn't any formula for figuring out how to accomplish this. It's just being aware, paying attention, and figuring out the timing on an individual basis. Each plug is a different weight. Wind can be a factor, type of bait, might have to go with a bucktail sometimes. Each situation is different. The only thing that remains fairly constant is that if you put a plug in the face of a wave, you're not likely to catch anything except maybe some seaweed. Learning to catch fish from the surf, or anywhere for that matter, is a lifelong process. Now, more than ever, learn to enjoy the ride, for you never know what tomorrow may bring. That's my view from the beach. So until next time, be well and catch 'em up.